Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic is modal verbs. Okay, they are also called modal auxiliary verbs because they always support another verb. They can stand on their own. The difference between auxiliary verb and modal verb is that auxiliary verb doesn't change the meaning, it changes the time only, right? For example, he is going, so present continuous or present progressive tense. And when we change it into was, he was going, so that becomes past continuous tense. So it means that the the auxiliary verbs, they don't change the meaning of the sentence. But modal verbs are very unique because they change the meaning as well. Okay? They deal with meaning. They carry the whole meaning within. For example, if we use can, so it will be talking about ability and it like that. So we will be talking about ability and inability, these kind of things. But the main point of my definition is that they are a little different than the auxiliary verbs. They are also modal auxiliary verbs, but auxiliary verbs have nothing to do with meaning. They just change the one tense into the other, while modal verbs carry a meaning as well, right? So that's what the definition is. Now let's talk about them. There can't be a solid definition of the modal verbs. As I told you, that each modal verb carries a different meaning. So therefore I want to tell you that there can't be just, a solid definition. It's impossible. Yes, we can have a definition like that these verbs show us ability, inability, possibility, probability. They're also used for suggestions, offers, obligations, etc. Right? Okay. So, as I told you that these verbs are used to show these ability, inability, possibility, probability, used for suggestions and offers, etc. as well. So let's talk about them. Which modal verb stands for what? So let's talk about can. Can is the modal. One thing you have to remember, that with all of the modal verbs, you will have to use that V1, first form of verb. You can't choose any other verb with the modal verbs, alright? So with all of the modal verbs, we'll have to use first form of verb, right? So let's talk about can first. Can is used to show ability. For example, I'm able to do something, right? I can play cricket. That means it's my ability. Can't. British, can't. American, can't. So I can't. For example, you say I can't play football. I am unable to play football. Maybe I haven't played it. Maybe I don't like it. Or that kind of thing. May is used for possibility when 50%, you are sure about something, only 50%, not 100%. For example, you look at Google and you just Google your region or your location's weather, and it shows that it will be raining tomorrow. It may be raining tomorrow. So you are only 50% sure. So you say it may rain. Might is a little different. It shows probability. It is a little stricter than that may. May 50% chances, and when we say it might, it might rain tomorrow. So might is a little bit, we can say that, for example, we saw cloud, it was cloudy, and we checked the weather as well, and the weather was also showing rain. So we can say that it might rain, because now we're a little more sure. Should is used for suggestion. Suggestion, someone can reject, someone can accept. It's the person's choice. You can only suggest. For example, someone is sick and you just suggest him to see a doctor. So you just say, you should see a doctor. Would is used for offers as well. For example, would you like a cup of tea? I'm offering you. Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like? And if I want you to perform some action, like verb, this. So with the verb you will have to use to, because a cup of tea is a noun, so you don't need any kind of to there, but any to. But if you want to talk about some action, for example, come in is a verb. Okay, would you like to come to my birthday party? Why I use to here? Because come is verb, and as I told you that you'll have to build up an infinitive, so therefore I've used to. Would you like a cup of coffee? A cup of coffee is noun, so you don't need to there. But would you like to play cricket with us? Play is a verb, so you will have to use to. Must is obligation. Obligation means emphasis, a little bit stricter than should. You must see a doctor, or you must work hard. It means that you are very sick, you don't have any other option left. Yes, again, modal verbs never show certainty. Why they don't show certainty? Let's talk about even the strictest modal verb, must. You must see a doctor. Still, it is not certain that the person who is listening to you will take your advice or not. It's his choice. So modal verbs can show us everything, like ability, inability, possibility, probability, and suggestions, offers, etc. But they will never show certainty. So whenever you are using, you're talking about a situation in which you are not sure and which you are not 100% sure, so then you'll have to use modal verbs. Inshallah, tomorrow there will be another video on modal verbs in which we will discuss will, ought to, and some other modal verbs. Thanks a lot for watching.